Do you want to make more money in less time? Or maybe it's just time to just get back to business. Well, TimeBlazr Tuesday may help you just get on the right track. Hi, my name is Kathleen Zemansky. I'm a business feng shui master, a business astrologer, and the creator of the TimeBlazr business management system. Each week, I'm going to put up a video on Tuesday, TimeBlazr Tuesdays, and we're going to talk about the week ahead. And I'm going to give you a day-by-day view on choosing the right time for you to take the right action at the right time every single time. So let's share my screen and let's get started. And each week, if you would like to receive this information, be sure to hit that subscribe button. If you're watching on YouTube, please comment and share. And of course, hit that little bell for you to get all of the updates. Okay, so we are going to be talking about May 13th through the 19th. Today is actually the 12th of May. So if you want to see the information for today, just go back and look at last week's video. All right, let's get started. First of all, there's really only one version of the TimeBlazr, which is that personalized version that you're seeing on the right. But I'm showing you also a basic version just so that you can see some similarities as well as some differences in each of the pieces that I'm going to deliver for you today. First of all, you're going to see that there's green days and white days. And typically, but not always, the green days will have more vibrancy, but let's really focus on the personalized. But for today's video, I am going to have to give you more basic information, but I'm going to tell you at the end of the video on how you can get a free 30-day trial, and there's no credit card required for you to have a personalized version. So by default, the month view would come up something looking like this, and it has stars, which means that anywhere from 1 to 5 stars is going to astrologically be connected to your TimeBlazr. The second thing I want to point out is there's icons here, and they're typical business things that every business owner can and should be doing, things like launching campaigns, signing contracts, doing marketing, and things of that nature. So that will come up more in the personalized version. So let's look at the week ahead. Now, here's the week that we do get to choose from the 13th all the way to the 19th. And as you can see, we've got 2 green days, but I tell you what, there's a lot of pockets of time within each of these that can help you out to make some informed decisions. So let's start looking, and the navigation on each of the days are the same. So let's go through this a little bit in detail on the first day. And again, this is the standard version, and this is what every version is going to look like. The biggest difference in the personalized version, it's going to actually have a star system here as well to tell you which hours are good for you. So in this video, I'm just able to show you, just the information that you yourself can try to look at to make your decisions. Because if I started telling you that there was a star here, that might confuse you. That it would mean it would be good for you. So I'm just going to point out some of the good things and some of the things that you should be aware of as well. All right, so on every version, what we have is the day of the week. And on this particular day of the week, it's a fair close day, and it's also a dragon day, specifically a fire dragon day. Is that good for you or not? That would show up on your personalized TimeBlazr. So a close day is actually when you want to close something up, complete things on your to-do list. You might even want to do a little decluttering and things like that, but you don't really want to, on a day like today, you don't really want to look at starting a new project or launching something on this day, or even forging a project, because you're trying to close something up, not open it. Now, you also look at the positive and negative influences of each and every day. Now, both of these, the positive and negative, are going to prevail over the entire day, inclusive of which hour you choose to do something. So one of the things I really want to point out on this day is we have a gifted physician. And what that basically means, it's a good day to do a medical treatment, whether it be a tele appointment with your doctor, or if you are able to get out to do maybe a alternative treatment, this would be a good day to do that. But there's a lot of things that are happening remotely now, so this could be a day to do this. Now, here's a spoiler alert that when you have the personalized version, I actually indicate which days would be specifically to you would be a good day to do that. Other things in here are established authority, director. That means you're taking on some leadership roles. Green light means you're going to be moving forward. Mentors are either you're a helpful person to someone or there's help along the way. And there's money in this day. But we do have to look at the negative influences as well. So we have things that, you know, kind of some reoccurring problems are kind of getting lost. Now, what person during this whole time has not felt like they've gone down some rabbit holes of, you know, research? And so just do watch out for that, because it will happen. Now, I also want to point out, even though this is a very early time slot, that when you see this teal box appear, and it can show up either in hours in the positive influences, and then there are those rare days where it will show up in the positive influences and the hour, which means it's going to be a super quick action. This basically quick action means something's going to happen very quickly. When I indicated in the hours and truthfully in the positive influences, it's only when the energy is positive. I'm not going to mix it up with, as you can see during this hour, where we have a travel block, for example, which, you know, basically means there's something unstable during this time slot. But when you look at a very early time slot like this, you'll think like, well, oh my gosh, what can I do at that time slot? Well, think about an autoresponder, like maybe writing up some copy the day before and sending it out on a good time the following day, set with some sort of automation. The other good times are between 3 and 6:59. Once it turns 7 o'clock, it turns into another time frame. So again, all of this information is global for everyone. It would be, once you get the personalized one, will indicate which one of these hours, or if several of these hours, would be good for you. But good question is about asking good questions, so you get some good answers back. This could be for an interview, or maybe you're asking questions about a new service that you would like. So ask good questions, you'll get good answers. Mentors really love mentors, because it certainly is a good time to have some helpful people or helping others. And then we have the pig hour. As you notice, the time slots are named by the animals. And so this 2-hour time slot is very good for some money and mentors as well. Now, it's not always about choosing a good day and time. It's also about avoiding the challenging times. So you may want to watch out for especially the 11 to 3 o'clock hour. And then again, those evening, maybe a late dinner hour. Just watch your communications during this time, because it can now bring out the worst of the negative influences. And again, the navigation that I just gave you is global on all the days that I'm going to be telling you. On May the 14th, it's a Thursday. It's an unfavorable established day. And so an established day, what I really like about that is that it's very good for starting something out on a good foundation. Now, granted, as you can see, we're absence of some color here, which means that it's an unfavorable day of some sort. The energy of the day, each and every day, cannot be perfect. As we know, life is messy. That's why the TimeBlazr can really help you, is to avoid those challenging times and then just tap into those universal, more stable times. So even on an unfavorable day, there are going to be some times, as you can see in these that are indicated by these red boxes and arrows, that we've got some good times here. Now, this is an established day overall, can be good for, establishing maybe some authority as far as your social proof, or working on your website, starting out with a new client or project. But I wouldn't necessarily sign a contract on this day. Look for a better day to do your milestone activities. This is just going to help you get through your day-to-day to-do list. And I propose, if you do, even if you just worked from 11 to 3, seriously work from 11 to 3, where you're really concentrating on the things that you need to do to move your business forward, you will get done more in this time slot than if you work the entire day. So again, it's about focused activities versus just being random about, oh, I'm going to run some errands now, or I'm going to go, do some research. I would really be very strategic about using these pluses, and then when the minuses come in, yeah, then go ahead and surf the net and just do some things that that aren't as important to your business. Now, the thing I do want to point out about this particular day, there's a lot going on in these negative influences down here. And so really what you want to do is kind of look at, getting entangled in things that you have really nothing to do with. So like, just kind of back off on that kind of thing. Murphy's Law is like, everything that shouldn't go wrong is going wrong. I'm sure a lot of you are feeling that as well, and unsuccessful. So since the day does have that prevailing energy, I am not under any circumstances saying, oh, put your head in the sand and this is a day we just, don't do anything. That's not a day like that at all. Because look, you've got 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. There's quite a few time slots here that can really help you move forward in your business. All right, let's move to the remove date. Now, in general, I love remove days because I love getting rid of things that I no longer need, or archiving items, just getting things in a little bit of order, and just in general, it's a good cleanse day. So the positive influences are very good about moving projects forward, and there's a lot of hope in the situation. Kind of rallying a crowd behind your offerings is also very good. And then the negative influences are travel block. Now, travel block, if you're not traveling, which most of us are still sheltering in place, so that's not going to be a problem. But I also look at this as technology travel. So, be aware of, potential, overloads to the system of what you're doing. So this might be the day that you kind of go, all right, what can I kind of get rid of on my desktop, digital desktop, so my computer runs a little bit faster, or something like that. And then again, we have this quick action right here. Choose that 3 to 5. Take a couple of hours to clean some things up. And this is also a good time. I love looking at Fridays, especially, to be looking back on the week of what I didn't accomplish, what needs to go into the next week, as well as planning out my next week. So planning ahead is where you're going to have the most success with the TimeBlazr. All right, Saturday, here comes back another nice green day. And so this is a full day. And one of the things that I love about a full day, for sure, is that it's really good for, taking in, kind of that full cup. Instead of seeing the world as half empty, let's look at it as half full. What can we do as far as that is concerned? But it is also very good for team building. So if you have, just to kind of get everybody back on board. Yes, it's a Saturday, but you know what? With the wonderful technology that we have today, you could send a nice email to your team members and just let them know how much you appreciate them and that kind of thing. That would be a really good thing to do. It's also a good day to work on your finances, and let's start filling that cup back up and helping you get things going. This is a great day to start an ad campaign. If you're working on a funnel, this would be a really good day to do that. Now, the biggest concern about a full day is taking on too much. And in other words, over promising and under delivering. So just make sure that whatever you offer, you are able to fulfill. Now, on the positive influences, one of the, whenever you see this benevolence that shows through, this is kind of an ask and you shall receive. So just think about what is it that you really want. Make a nice wish on this day, but take action. The system is not to be referred to as something, oh, I just launched something on this day, and then sit back and just hope that things are going to happen. There's a lot that goes behind any true business activity, and it's going to take effort on your part. This is just to augment what you're already doing. So I realize a lot of people will do a lot of effort, and then they just wonder why their campaigns go flat. I propose that a lot of times it's because things weren't launched or attended to on a good day and time. So this is really going to help you isolate, oh, here's some really good time. Look at this snake hour between 9 and 10:59 a.m. Quick action has money involved. There's money involved in the overall part of the day a couple of times. What a great day to launch something. So think about that. Even if it is to re-engage with your list that maybe because of the circumstances that are happening globally, that you've gotten a little behind on that. So this would be a good day to do some outreach on that and say, hey, I'm thinking about starting this program. Are you interested? Maybe just do a survey or something like that. Thing you do really do need to watch out though for, which is very typical of a full day, is burnout. So don't overextend yourself. Remember that self-care. So we've got good times, again, early in the morning. This could be your autoresponder land. And remember, if you've got a website, you've got an international business. So, speak to those when they're in their waking hours. It might be your sleeping hours, but this is an email that you set up, you've already heard this a week ahead of time. So get that email ready to push that button for your autoresponders maybe the day before, and then maybe do a little webinar or just even speak to your clients at this time or send out an email, and then finish off the day between 7 and 9 o'clock and just see how well you can use this day, because this by far is probably one of my favorite days of the week. And then again, when it's personalized, you'll find out whether or not this is a good day for you or not. All right, moving on to the 17th. This is a balanced day. It's not a very vibrant balanced day, actually. It's an avoid, which is probably the lowest of the vibrancies of the days that you can choose from. And they go anywhere from excellent, really, really, really high value, all the way down to avoid. So this one is a little bit weak. It is a Sunday. Most people don't work on Sundays, but that's not to say that you aren't. And so I'm giving you the full week when I talk about this, but we do have some happiness in here, some good growth. But a balanced day, what you want to think about is that it is, if you want an equal outcome to something. So it would be good if you're, divvying up chores in the house, or if you are, dividing the tasks that need to be done on a work project. If that's the case, then great. If you feel that you want to either do less or you feel like you need more, like in a settlement type situation, a balanced day may or may not be what you would want to use. But if you do want 50-50 outcome, then it would be a good day. Now, we also have these prevailing energies, wilderness again, petty people. You kind of do something and it's sort of for naught, but your best time slots are going to be between 7 and 10:59 a.m. on this day. Okay, now we're going to go to Monday the 18th. And what we have here is a stable day. Typically, I do love stable days, but this one does happen to be a little bit unstable because it's an unfavorable day. But we do have good citizen. This is more about, you showing up as a volunteer. So if you feel like, maybe helping out on a hotline, maybe you're one of those that are making masks for the frontliners. Congratulations if you are. I don't sew, so I'm not really good at that, but I have been doing other types of giving back to organizations that have been needing my help right now. But it is a good leadership time and good stability as well. But we do have a little bit of unstableness here. So the best time for you to get your more important activities done would be between 11 a.m. and 2:59. So this 4-hour time block, you can really get some good work in at that time. All right, and our final day is on the 19th, which is an avoid initiate day. So that kind of sounds like an oxymoron, that you can start something really well on this day, but it is an avoid day. So again, the void means that it's just a lower energy or lower chi within the day. And what I do want you to watch about mostly on this day, there's some good things here, but in this negative influence, especially on a void day, I would absolutely be very careful about your online shopping, which most of us are still doing at this time, because you're going to probably spend way more money that you had intended. So be very, very careful, either avoid or just be certainly careful online. And then if you are trying to make an offer or make a sale of some sort to someone, what I would definitely say is probably not do it on this day. Saturday was a much better day to present an offer. This day, you may end up having some disgruntled clients and or people who are wanting returns because the product or service just didn't hold up to their standards. Not saying that it wasn't a good product, it just didn't hold up to their standards. So this can be a day where it can put you behind, if you will. But choose these time slots. These are the ones that are going to have a much better outcome for you. These are times you can pick up the phone, for example, and make those one-to-one calls. Okay, so if you would like to know even a little bit more about the TimeBlazr, I do a monthly forecast and how you can find that, and that talks about the month as a whole. If you want to find out more about that, just go to www.TimeBlazr.com. There's the URL right there, and every month I do post a monthly forecast as well. And if you would like to find out a little bit more about the snake. We are in the snake month and how the snake is going to behave in the year of the rat. Then go to my YouTube channel and just pull up the 2020 snake video, and that will give you more information about that. Okay, now I did tell you that at the end of the video, I was going to let you know how you could sign up for a 30-day TimeBlazr trial. So just go to www.free30timetrial.com. And I want you to know that it's going to be completely personalized. And right now we're like mid-May when you are listening to this, because these are time-sensitive videos. I want you to know that the surprise here is I am going to actually extend it all the way out to the end of June. And the reason that I'm going to do that, let me just actually get back on screen here for you. The reason that I'm going to do that is because I am going to do two things at the end of this month. So what I'm going to do is, one, I'm going to do a free virtual Remove Day retreat. And I'm very excited about this. I have been doing this for years, but I think now more than ever, it's going to be important for you to get some things in order. So I know there's been a lot of upheaval in people's lives right now, but it's also a time where things have become very chaotic. And so having this Remove Day retreat, which is going to be on the 27th, you're going to get information about that. I'm going to send out, and I'll have that URL ready for you on next Tuesday for you to sign up for it. And then the very next day on the 28th, what I'm going to be doing is I am going to start a 30-day reignite your personal and business life using the TimeBlazr. So what I want you to start thinking about, not necessarily what your goals were at the beginning of the year, because you know what? Many of us, including me, had to pivot and make some different decisions. Now, it doesn't mean that I'm going to throw out my goals, you know, the baby with the bathwater. They're still there, but I've also had to pivot and make some different goal decisions for what's happening right now. And I want to play along with you. So what's going to happen is we're going to do a 30-day challenge. We're going to do a 30-day reboot, whatever you want to call it. But it is to help you day by day, including Saturday and Sunday. What I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be coming on the day before, if you will. So for example, on the 28th, I'm going to talk about the 29th on how you best can really participate in that day fully so you can get some things done. I know this is a challenging time for everyone, and I know for a fact this is the 10th year that I've had the TimeBlazr system in many different forms. We're now able to offer this to you in a personalized version, and there is no cost for this program. I just want to help you. If you want to go on with the program after, great. But what I want you to do is just start getting yourself prepared for a 30-day challenge. It's gonna take you about 10 or 15 minutes a day to watch the video and plan out your next day. No more than that, 10 or 15 minutes a day for success. So that's what I'm excited about telling you. So first of all, go and get that 30-day, get it started now, and I'm going to run it all the way through June for you. So it's even after the challenge is finished, you'll still have a couple of days to continue to play with the TimeBlazr. So I'm very excited about this, and I hope you are too. I'd love for you to share the word about this, because we're going to see how many people we can help, and I'm going to need your help to help other people. Okay? All right. So if there's anything that you need from me, just go to hello@timeblazr.com. Just reach out to me with any questions about this, and we'd love to support you. So we'll see you next week. Have an amazing week. Be kind to yourself. Wherever you're at today, it's okay. And tomorrow, hopefully it will be a better day, and building on that energy of being better and better each day by tapping into good days and good times. I'm here for you for that. Okay, see you next week. Bye-bye now.